Hello, everyone, and welcome in to some Monday soccer action here on Zaleski Sports. My name is Caleb Jacoby, alongside Trevor Zaleski, doing the production here tonight. And tonight we have the Columbus Catholic Dons hosting the Amherst Falcons here on a Monday night. The Dons coming at 2-1. Amherst getting their first action of the season. As we are set to go and we're off, it's the Falcons with the ball. That one's kicked all the way down. And that goes out of bounds over by the press box area and by the Columbus Catholic team area there. As now going down sideline is the Dons, and going for an early score here, and just hits the bar and misses. As try to get you a name here. Looks like that is number 7. Which is Alex Edwards. Looks like it was Edwards on the attempted goal there. And now it's the Dons back with it. And that's going to be deflected by the Falcons. Now the Dons going for another one, but won't get it. Got some bodies on the ground. And the Falcons take it back. It looks like that is Caden Wright over there for the Falcons. Now he bumps back, and that, no, it doesn't go out of bounds. Still in play. It's like A.J. Everson out there as well. The Falcons long possession here on this side of the field. A couple of headbutts on the ball there by the Dons. And they take it all the way back down, and that one's going to go out of bounds. And out of play, Amherst. They toss it in, they're back with it. And that looks like we'll have a penalty. Will be, looks like it was. Try to getting a long ways over there. Try to get a number. Believe it was Noah Spolstra going in at the legs. And Columbus threatening no, picked up by the goalie. This looks like is Kai Becker. Lucas Krecklau is the goalie, rather, for the Dons. That's booted down. And 2 players tripped up once again, and that's out of play. So we've seen a lot of players in the grass here thus far. As see who it is on the throw-in. Kick in, rather. That's the Dons, and that goes straight out of bounds. And Amherst will throw it in. The goalie for Amherst looks like is Parker Female. They kick in, and Amherst takes it over. And that one's booted down. And that's going to roll out of bounds, as it was Elton Williams running after that one, and thrown in there by Kai Becker. And we're out of bounds once again. Grant Olson throw in there. And the Falcons steal it. Now they'll keep the possession. And they're working it down here. They're at midfield. And that one's stolen by Becker. Columbus. Nope, right back to the Falcons. And that one's booted down into Columbus territory. And Falcons threatening. Now they hold it back. Pass over, and that one no good there, as that was Caden Wright. Looks like that was an attempt to score there. That's booted down. And one close to going out of bounds. Not quite. But it's Columbus. Back with it, and that went out of bounds. So it's the Falcons with the throw-in. And out of bounds again. All right, quickly go through the starting lineups for each side, as first for the Amherst Falcons, Marcus Borgen is starting. Jacob Spolstra, Elton Williams, Noah Spolstra, A.J. Everson, Spencer Cohen, Caden Wright, Jack Bohm, Parker Femal, Alex Martin, and Drew Llewellyn. The starters for the Falcons. And that's an attempted goal score, and it hits the top bar. That was close. That was a close one for the Dons, but nonetheless, no good, and the Falcons take over. That one's kicked out of bounds by, I think it was like Parker Femal. I apologize. Goalie for the Amherst Falcons is not Parker Femal. Looks like it's Alex Martin. It is Alex Martin playing goalie for the Amherst Falcons. And Amherst, a combination of players from the Amherst area, Iola, Scandinavia, and the Marshfield area as well for the Amherst team. And the ball was in possession of A.J. Everson there. And it's back to Everson. And that's Spencer Cohen, rather. Now down to Williams. And ball in bounds. And kicked out of bounds by Brianna Duda. And the throw-in for the Falcons. They're in position to potentially score here. That's going out of bounds. No, saved by the Dons. Back to the Falcons. It's Austin Kazabucky out there, looks like. No. We got Drew Llewellyn out there. It's Parker Femal. And that one, Brianna Duda, knocks it away once again. And now Columbus in possession. It's boomed down there by Joey Ligman. Columbus threatening. Score attempt is wide right. No good. I believe that was Alex Edwards on the attempt. But the Dons back with it again. Now a fight for possession here. And the Dons end up with it, as we're just over 9 minutes into the action. And that one's going to be kicked out of bounds, and it will be a Columbus throw-in. Say a corner throw-in there. Amherst also coached by Eric Lind. The Falcons hang down. Nice pass there. Nice one there from Parker Femal, but that's booted all the way down as we'll flip sides of the field. And the Dons, no, right back to the Falcons. And it's Joey Ligman with it. That one was out of bounds, not called. And now it will be out of bounds. And the Falcons will take it. Now over to Noah Spolstra. Make that Parker Femal now. Taking it. And the score attempt is grabbed by the goalie there. Drew Llewellyn on the score attempt. But it was Lucas Krecklau preventing that from being a score. Columbus boots it down and right back to Amherst. Amherst threatening. Now a mad scramble for the ball, and the Dons win that one. And they'll take it, as that'll be kicked out of bounds by the Dons, and Amherst Falcons will have the throw-in. It's Marcus Borgen at it. Now losing the ball is Drew Llewellyn. Just lost it for a moment, but Amherst with it nonetheless. And now a scramble for the ball, and the Dons with it. And all the way down to the far right side of the field. Columbus threatening to score. Here it goes. It's in. Columbus now leads 1-0. As we'll take a look at, that was Alex Edwards on the score. The leading scorer for the Dons last season, and he gets one here at the 11:53 mark here in play. But it's Alex Edwards with the score for the Columbus Catholic Dons, and they lead 1-0. And Dons back with it again off the steal there from Charlie Moore. Charlie Moore, a fellow Zaleski Sports team member. And Amherst takes it over. Now the Dons back with it. Kai Becker kicks that up, shallow one, as Sammy Neville. Throw in there. There's a fight for the ball here, and the Dons win that fight. But Amherst with the steal and heading down with it. That's up to Elton Williams. And that's going to be stolen away. Williams had a chance there if he could keep possession there and try to kick one towards the goal, but the Dons make a nice defensive play, take it over. And that's going to be walloped out of bounds by Williams. I'll go through the Columbus Catholic starting lineup here. It's Brianna Duda, Sammy Neville, Grant Olson, Mira Torby, Josh Wieland, Brandon Lang, Alex Edwards, Charlie Moore, Nathan Nemitz, Lucas Krecklau, and Kai Becker was the starting lineup for the Dons here today. as that's Ezra Duda out there, the number 5. Couple Dudas on the Columbus roster, Brianna and Ezra. And Sammy Neville. Amherst looking to change sides here. And just a truck there, and that will be a penalty. As, let's see who that was. Tough to see a number here. I want to say it's Spencer Cohen. It could be Everson as well. It is number 13, Spencer Cohen. Called for the penalty there. He just bumbling across and ran a man over. And that's kicked out of bounds. .15:08 on the clock. As Columbus taps that one out of bounds once again, and the Falcons taking over. This will be a kick in. Good kick there, but Columbus now steals it, going for the score, and a nice save. Nice stop there by the goalie, Alex Martin. And a couple nice plays by these two goalies here already thus far. And the throw-in from Columbus. Kicked over, that's Neville. And he pops that one up. And on top of the goal. And Martin will have a chance to kick this one back into play. And that one kicked short. Oh, popped up. So it looks like that was Mira Torby getting in on some of the action in there. With a headbutt there, it looked like. As we are just past the 17-minute mark now here in Marshfield, Wisconsin. And that's out in the corner there and out of bounds. See who it was out off of. It's unclear here from this angle. And I think it was out off of the Dons, and it'll be the Falcons tossing it in and looking to tie this thing up. So again, the Dons lead 1-0. And it won't happen there. That one is booted down to the other side of the field. And out of bounds. Amherst takes it. It's Elton Williams on the kickback, and now goalie. That is a risky play there by the goalie for the Dons, Lucas Kreklau. But he makes a nice play. He dives for it, gets possession, and now he's able to kick it away. But he bobbled that for a second. It was dangerous to leaving the goal undefended on that play. But nonetheless, Kreklau snags the ball, and Don's back on the other side. And some physical play over here on this side between, looks like, Neville and Drew Llewellyn. Just bumping shoulders a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. And Parker Femal. And he's got Neville on his back. Neville getting in on the play, and Female tries to score. No good. Good save there by Lucas Kreklaw once again. And a high skying kick. Falcons steal it. And stolen right back. That's Columbus threatening. And poked away. But now there's a scramble for the ball here, and Amherst will take it. So that's Noah Spolstra who had it, and he's got it back. So Spolstra, he's coming back. The kick up. And that one almost goes out of bounds. Is it saved? No. Parker Female just about able to save it there. Not quite. This will be Columbus on the throw, and looks like Brianna Duda throwing it in. And the throw in to looks like Ezra Duda. And Mira Torby loses it. Now, again, Amherst back with it as we're over the 20-minute mark now. And that one's kicked out of bounds back behind the goal. Which means Amherst, no, Columbus rather, will take it. And Amherst's first action of the season. Columbus is 2-1 thus far on the season. As a season of fall sports just beginning. So we've already had a few football broadcasts here on Zaleski Sports. Speaking of football broadcasts, looks like we got some. Well, Columbus is threatening to score once again here, and no, that's wide right. Amherst takes it back. Parker Female boots it up and quickly corralled by the Dons, and looks like that is Kai Becker making some moves. Now back to Female. Duda. Back to Female. And Female with it again, and Columbus now. That one goes out of bounds. And looks like it will be the Dons on the corner kick. As we eclipse 23 minutes of action here. And the Dons, no, is saved by Alex Martin. And he kicks that one. That one looks like it went off his foot a little odd. And kicked out of bounds by the Dons. Amherst back with it in that corner. And a kick in. Falcons looking to probe their way down to the other end. And Dons doing their best to keep it there. And they do. This is a kick right to the goal and outside to the right. Out of bounds. Looks like that was Sammy Neville on the attempted score there. But we also have Stratford and Edgar JV football being broadcasted live tonight as well. Game currently going on. It's in the second quarter there, 0-0. They're in Stratford. But here in Marshfield, Spolstra kicking it up. And this one dangerously close to going out of bounds, and it does. It's off of Brianna Duda. Gives them a chance to reset that Don's defense. Spolstra. Now Brianna Duda kicks it away. And Amherst just looking to probe, get closer to that goal. And Columbus back with it. And that one kicked out by the Falcons. Now a fight for the ball. Columbus wins it. Continued scramble for possession. And it's kicked out of bounds by the Falcons. Columbus will take over. And the throw in by the Dons. So we're over 26.5 minutes of play. Brianna Duda stops it. That one looked like it hit somebody close to the face. Be the upper chest neck area for the Dons. They're on that opposite left side of the field looking to score, but looks like he steps out of bounds, and that's Neville. And the Falcons will have the throw in. And Dons back with it. They're threatening again. Neville. And now more of a scramble for it. And Falcons getting close. No, not an open field. Columbus defense still in good position. As Brianna Duda kicks it up. And Spolstra was looking for it. Couldn't get it. That's going to be kicked close out of bounds. It'll stop short of the out of bounds line. And now it's kicked out of bounds by the Dons. Amherst ball. They'll throw it in. Spolstra. It's into Spolstra. Noah Spolstra, that is. Got a couple of Spolstras for the Falcons. Jacob and Noah. That's kicked out of bounds. Falcons ball. Just Ezra Duda, the freshman, knocking that one out. Falcons scoring position here. And they'll go for it, but that's over the back of the goal, out of play. As we hit 29 minutes of play here. Again, the Dons coached by Jeff Edwards. We'll hear from Coach Edwards at halftime with our Zaleski Sports Coach on the Couch interview. So it was Jason Zaleski sitting down with Coach Jeff Edwards. And the Falcons, again, still 1-0, Marshfield, or Columbus rather. Columbus Catholic up 1-0 on the Amherst Falcons. And the Dons threatening again. That Falcons D holds strong and nothing doing. Looks like checking in is Jaden Garno. Jaden Garno, the freshman, checking in for the Dons. And that one is a high pop-up kick. And it falls out of bounds. And the Amherst Falcons will take it. So we're now over 30 minutes of play. And that's kicked out of bounds by the Dons. Falcons possession. And Duda boots it up, punt it away. Amherst now with some momentum down here. No. That's a nice move there by the Dons. That was Grant Olson with a nice fake out there, and he's taking it himself. Goes for the score, no good. The diving play made by Alex Martin, the goalie. And the Dons, that's kicked away and out of play. It'll be, we have a corner kick there for the Falcons. That's what it looks like. And no, will not be. Be a throw in there. And the Falcons nonchalantly come up with it. And the Dons threatening. That one's going for the score and in. Columbus up 2-0. Looks like that was Mira Torby. Mira Torby on the score, and the Dons now up 2-0 here on the Amherst Falcons. Again, it was Mira Torby on the score. So Torby, she gets in on the scoring action. She joins Alex Edwards as the two scoring goals for the Dons here thus far. So Columbus up 2-0 here as we are just about 33 minutes underway. And that one deflected away. And looks like we may have an injured player on the field. No. Well, yeah, he's still down. He may have. That one was kicked right into the Falcons player. I can't tell who that is from this angle here. But he's still down. And Now looks like he's going to walk it off, or walk off the field. Trying to see who that is. Good to see he's walking off the field under his own power, and trying to see a number here, and it looks like that was A.J. Everson, I believe. But it looks like he's going to be all right, it looks like, and good to see that. And the Falcons now back with it. And no, Jaden Gorno hits it out of bounds. And it's the Dons, the throw-in. And now a player going to the ground for the Falcons. And that was Caden Wright. There's a battle for it in the corner. And the score attempt, no, that misses. And the kick in from the Falcons as it's the Dons threatening again. And now that's kicked away, and that's going to go out of bounds. We'll have a chance to hear from our friends over at Fleet Farm. It's the Fleet Rewards gift card giveaway. 30 winners will receive a $1,000 Fleet Farm gift card. All you need to do is be a Fleet Rewards member and go to fleetfarm.com/sweepstakes to enter. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. So big thanks to the great folks over there at Fleet Farm. Be sure to get in on that gift card sweepstakes there. It's in our game here. The Dons lead the Falcons 2-0 here as we're at about 36 minutes to play now. The Dons not looking to give up that lead as there have not been many scoring opportunities for the Amherst Falcons thus far. Now a dive for it. That one goes out of bounds, and the throw in for the Dons. The Falcons looking to build some momentum here down the field. That's Parker Femal with it. He kicks it down to about midfield line. That's booted down. Both players tried to go for the headbutt, neither of them connected. Noah Spolstra is looking to take it, but no dice. That one popped up. Getting a lot of Don's jerseys over there, and Falcons back. And the steal there by Ezra Duda. And misspoke there. That's, oh, don't have a number 5. Oh, number 6. Here we go. Eyes deceiving me. Jacob Spolstra with the steal there before. And Spolstra trying to stop from going out of bounds. He does, but stolen. And now Spolstra bounces it over. That's deflected. So the Falcons just continue to probe, continue to be patient and try to pick their spots. As that'll be kicked out. Falcons with a throw-in. As we're at about 38 minutes and 45 seconds through this one. Spolstra working with it. Now back. And a big kick there. That's Fee. It's Femel. And the Don's back. As Falcons, they have the numbers, and that's going to be picked up by Martin. And Martin pops it up. Popped up by the Dons, and well, Falcons now with a little bit of a no, booted back. Torby, she boots that one hard, and that's going to stay inbounds. As about 5 seconds here. And goes for the score, and close. Now that was absurdly close to being a score at the very last second. As that'll do it for the first period of action here. And the Columbus Catholic Dons lead the Amherst Falcons 2-0 after this first half of action. And we will take a break and be back with more soccer right here on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski. Coach on the Couch, sponsored by Grassland Dairy. Grassland Dairy, exciting and rewarding career opportunities available now at grassland.com here at the beautiful Marshfield YMCA with Columbus Catholic soccer coach Jeff Edwards. Coach, let's just talk about you a little bit first. Tell us how many years you've been coaching and what keeps you coming back.
This will be my 9th year as a coach, and I love helping out the kids. Dennis Keffer got me into it back in 2013. I came in as assistant and then took over the year after that, and it's been really enjoyable. It's hard to do sometimes with my job, but I really love doing it. It's fun.
And it's been fun watching, fun being at your games. A lot of success, a lot of wins along the way, some very prolific goal scorers, defenders, goalies, et cetera, et cetera. Before we turn the cameras on, you talked about one of them, Nadim Torbay, just one of the, maybe for sure the highest goal scorer in Columbus Catholic high school history, and top 10 in the state, top 6, something like that in the state.
Right.
So you've had some really good kids come through.
Yeah, we have. Started, like I think he was a sophomore at the time. It was a great class. It was Sean McCarthy was a great goal scorer for us, and then it went from him to Nadim, and then we had Kellen Delaney, who just graduated, who was another prolific goal scorer. And I think my kid is on his way. Grant Olson is on his way to scoring a ton of goals. Yeah. We're going to have a nice little offense this year.
Yeah, well, we're very much looking forward to it. We'll get some comments from Coach on where you can go watch the games and how all that works a little bit later on in this session here on Coach on the Couch at the Marshfield YMCA. You mentioned a couple of them from last year. Kellen Delaney with 11 goals, Alex Edwards with 14. He's got a good last name. But those two, a big 1-2 punch in your conference.
Yeah, they really were. Kellen was, to me, the best player in the conference. He didn't win Conference Player of the Year, probably a little bit because of the way we had to vote. It was virtual, and I couldn't really give what I needed to verbally to make sure coaches knew how important he was to our team, and I think he was the best player in the conference. Dynamic, great ball handler. He could dribble through anybody. Great shot, left, right-footed. But we're going to miss him tremendously as a goal scorer, for sure.
Yeah, he is a senior. Of course, you got Alex coming back for a few years. Comes back just
Yep.
as a sophomore. Before we talk about this year's team, Wyatt Drexler did great work in goal for you last year. Shut a lot of guys down, made a lot of teams very frustrated. He and the defense, a big part of your success last year as well.
Well, very much so. We had a senior-led defense with Wyatt in the back. It helps having stable defenders who know their roles, and Wyatt was a great communicator in the back, yelling out marks, so we're really going to miss him as well with his leadership.
Lastly, on the 2020 campaign, you come into the playoffs, just 2 losses on the year. As it turned out in the end, those pesky kids from Arcadia standing in the way at the end of it. But yeah, just reflect on last year in total.
And last year was a weird year, as you know, with the COVID running around, and I think the kids persevered very well, having to wear masks to every game and sanitizing constantly, and it was a real pain in the butt, but they fought through it, and we were a very successful team with the limited schedule we were allowed to have. I wish we had had more experience coming into the playoffs with some better teams, and that would have helped us maybe more against Arcadia, but that was a very good senior-led team, and we just came up a bit short in the sectional final.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun watching your teams in the playoffs. They haven't always ended exactly how you wanted to. I remember a penalty kick situation. You got a guy in one leg out there kicking PKs that year, and he knows who he is, and others. But it's such an exciting brand of soccer that you play. And again, we're Coach on the Couch here at the Marshfield YMCA with Columbus Catholic head coach Jeff Edwards. So let's turn the page now. 2021 first practice, I think, was just a couple days ago, yesterday, okay? And that was, for those watching, whenever you're watching now, Monday the 16th was first practice. We're here the day after. So tell us about this year's edition of the Columbus Catholic Dons.
I think this year it's, everyone always says we're going to rebuild. To me, we just reload.
Yeah.
We have great players coming in. We can fill them in where we need to, and we just seem to keep being successful.